Welcome back to another fishing video. In this video I'm going out to Thompson Creek Dam. I've heard that there's a small fish out there that the trout have been biting. So my goal is to replicate that into a soft plastic lure and try and have more productive days out at the dam. So stick around, should be fun. When reviewing the footage, I recognised the small fish straight away. It is a native fish that grows to about 120 to 140 millimetres. Believe it or not, it's a pretty aggressive little fish. It is commonly known as the flathead gudgeon. I have found these fish in the weeds eating shrimp around Windsor and also the calm backwaters of Lake Lyell. I was lucky enough to have a medium-sized flathead in a fish tank a long time ago, and two things stood out the most. One is the way that they move in the water. They don't swim like the flathead that we all know of. They have more of a darting action with pauses. So really small lift and drop style of retrievals with long pauses should work really well. And two, the way they stalk and take down their prey that are up to 3/4 the size of their own body. But I'm more interested in the colour patterns and how they move around. As for lure choice to replicate this fish, I might limit the size. I think anything larger than 100 millimetres would be too excessive for chasing trout. But at the same time, a backup lure would be needed considering the average size of the gudgeon is about 50 millimetres. Now that I know what fish I will be replicating and the action needed, I can now get down to the bait cave and get started on colours and jig heads to suit. This time around I'm going to use some number 1 size jig heads, weighted with 1/4 and 1/8 bullet style heads that will be coloured in a brown powder coat. Last thing I'm going to do is select a second lure and use the same colour just in case the fish don't want to bite the larger lure. So my selection is a 4-inch fluke and a 1 3/4 inch curly tail grub in the new dual injected colour. I'm going to call this the gold gudgeon. I'm also using a 1/8 bullet style jig head. I felt like that brown colour was a little bit too dark when comparing it to the new plastic colour. I did have plans on making a finesse drop shot rig, but knowing my luck, the sinker would get stuck in the rocks or the fish would bite the sinker and not the plastic. At this stage I think I have enough product to head out to the lake for testing It's time to put some cameras on charge and get ready for tomorrow's fishing trip. This is the exciting part of the video for me. I get to test a new lure, a brand new dual laminate lure. And I've got my fingers crossed that I can fool these trout out at Thompson's Creek. I never have much productivity out here at Thompson Creek Dam, and I hear that from a lot of anglers as well. So fingers crossed this might be a little bit of a game changer and bring back some of that productivity. And also we're going to find out today if it's worthwhile stocking this one, keeping this one in stock as a production lure, something that I'll have on hand all the time. At the end of another video, and that colour is definitely a keeper. I'll be keeping that colour on the production list. Definitely an all-rounder colour, that one. Had a lot of follows, a lot of bites. I even broke my PB 5 times as well with that lure. Just shocked, absolutely shocked. As for the hook arrangement that I was using, I was just using like I don't think it was even a 1/4 ounce. Might have been a 1/8 bullet style jig head. It was working out really well. I was worried about the hook placement because the hook was size 1. The hook was really close to the head. I thought maybe if the smaller trout were biting at the tail end they wouldn't get hit, but I was getting a lot of bites at them on the head, so go figure. As for the action, low and slow, really slow. Bounce it up and down off the bottom of the rocks, the way to go. If you are wanting to purchase these lures, you can contact me on Facebook, socials, whatever, YouTube, or you can find them on eBay as well. You can arrange a pickup or delivery if you want. It's up to yourself. As for the next video, I'm fingers crossed I'll be looking at crankbaits and blades. I've got myself an airbrush kit, so I'm really keen to get into that. And hopefully get the kayak out again because it's starting to warm up. It is fantastic at the moment. Well, we'll see you in the next one.